Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field on this beautiful September 18th night. It is a gorgeous night with the namesake. George Brendler himself is in the house, as he is on almost all games. He's straight across from us, and Calvin probably got a little shot of him, or will at some point. But we're at the George Brendler Field in the game between the Eagles and the Knights of Seton Catholic. And Chazy comes into this game on quite a run. They are the defending state champions, and they are also this year the current winners of the Frankie Garrow Memorial. They went down to Camp Dudley and they took on their arch rival, the Westport Elizabethtown Lewis Griffins. They won down there. They're 5-0. And the first state rankings came out. Take it for what it's worth, but they are ranked number one in the state. And as defending champions and not losing a game, it's not surprising. They're still number one, ranked number one. But it's Chazy and Seton, and it is on the far sideline. It was Dudiak trying to push the ball up, but it was knocked away, picked up by the Knights. But for Chazy, you have Heath Lucas. Lucas trying to control the midfield. He pushes it back over to Rattel. Rattel trying to kick it up, but a nice play by Alex Trombley hustling for the ball. And it's Hayden King coming up, trying to keep it simple, open space. Tristan Connors takes the ball away. He pushes it up over to Justin Collins. Collins being defended by Glover. All the way over to Dudiak in the offensive zone. Now he sends it up, trying to find Riley Hansen. It's knocked away, picked up by Lucas. Lucas switches fields, comes to the near sideline onto the feet of Tanner Connors. Connors pushes it back. Stepping up is Bruce Juno. He gets a shot off with his left foot, and that bounces into the hands of Tyler Reed, and he'll work his way to the 18. And Calvin, this is our first official game, just Hometown Cable and us, for the soccer season. And you've been making the rounds with games, Northeastern Clinton, I'm sure. So how are these other teams looking out there that you've been filming?
I don't know. I saw the Cougar girls last night lost overtime to Saranac. Cougar boys have played some tough games. I think it's going to be interesting when you get to the sectionals.
Yeah, I mean, there all seems like there's pretty much even all the way through. It looks like a lot of parity.
Yeah.
It looks like to me. I haven't seen a lot of those other teams play. I've seen Chazy play a few times. And the ball is controlled by the Knights. It's Glover pushing it back, and there's a kick by Ledoux. Big high kick coming off the line is Norcross. Trying to jump high was Logan Frenier, but you can't jump higher than a goalie with his hands up in the air, and Norcross comes down. Punts the ball high in the air, and Calvin, there is a rumor. Well, first we'll see how this play develops, and a nice play defensively by number 16 Matt Ledoux, as Tristan Connors was coming on strong. But there is a rumor that there's a possibility the Fish might be in the house tonight.
I believe it when I see it.
All right, so Calvin says no money on the Fish. Fish said he was working overtime and he'd try to get here, so we'll see. But it's been 3 years since we've seen the Fish. I don't know what's going on there, but I know he's around. I get texts from him, so I think he's legitimately sending me the text. So I know he's around. So it's Collins working his way down. Collins cutting through. He's taken down. And our officials tonight, Calvin.
I got Dennis Labarge and Jim Schutz, but I don't know if Fish is around or not. Some of those postings I see on his Facebook page, I hope it's not him doing that.
He can't be that crass.
No, I hope it's not him.
No.
I think somebody's overtaken his Facebook page and is making him look real bad. So hopefully he'll explain that to us off camera.
Well, I think that you made a little comment on one of his posts, and he's kind of taking it to another level, positive level, I think. So people are wondering what. So they're going to go now search Joe Boissant to see what he has on Facebook. That's P-O-I.
No, Fish. P-H-I-S-H. Fish.
Is that what he's out in there as?
That's it. That's the person I'm talking about. I don't know.
Oh, that Fish.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I don't know about the Joe Poisson fellow you're talking about.
It's P-H-I-S-H.
Yeah.
That Fish.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. All right.
Joe Fish, yes.
Joe Fish. Okay, Joe Fish. There is a Joe Fish, actually.
Shoeless Joe Fish.
Shoeless Joe Fish. All right, far side it is. We'll get back to the game here. Of course, we never left it. Calvin's had the camera on. But it's Justin Collins. We like to pick on Joe when he's not here. It's easy to do.
See, it's easier when he's not here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then, of course, you know, I don't know if he ever watches these games.
No, no.
He-
Much too busy picking his butternut squash in the garden.
Well, he had butternut squash this year. They were smaller, but they were good butternut squash. I gotta admit, he is very friendly with his garden, at least to us. So for that aspect, I won't get too down on the fish,
You better not.
because you get some fresh veggies coming in. You got to have those. So it's gonna be a throw in for Chazy, and it's Juno going down the line. Goes off of the feet of Palma, controlled by Chazy King. King to the outside. King taking it down, cuts it to the inside. Now he's still with the ball. It's sent back. Collins and Lucas trying to get there. Nice play by Boulet going to the far side to find Tobiah Osborne. And Osborne takes down Alex Chapman.
I've tried to mention every game that we're doing that the home team is now wearing the dark uniforms and the visitors are the whites, so that people who are watching their first game will understand that Seton Catholic is not the home team here.
Right, and that went to, there was a discussion about the home team fans really never saw the school colors. That's the story behind it. And
I know I've heard so many complaints about that over the years.
yeah, I mean, that was, yeah, whatever. I have no comment for that, I guess. It's just, but that's the way it is. So Chazy is in their home all green uniforms, and Seton Catholic is in their away uniforms. But I gotta admit, it's a nice thing to see. I mean, if you're just going to home games, you see him in the dark green. And it is Connors trying to work his way down. He was double teamed, but it's Neil Yang with the ball. The ball deflects off of Yang, so a deep throw in for Chazy. We're at 32-45. There is no score here at the George Brendler Field. And the snack shack is up. It looks like Pepper and the mayor himself, Mickey Conn, the creator of the Mickey Fries, is in the house tonight. So deep throw in. The ball goes off of the head of, is it Ovius?
Yep.
Okay.
That's how I pronounce it.
All right. So a kick wide of the net. It wasn't
Not
obvious.
obvious.
It
It's
wasn't
gotta be
obvious. It's got to be obvious.
Yeah.
You know, and so when you put it that way, Calvin, it becomes pretty
Yeah,
clear.
right.
So there was a nice shot cleaned out by Maston, and it comes out just below us, and it will be Matt Ledoux with the throw-in. He'll kind of take it down the line. It goes off of Lucas to Connors. Connors chips it back into the offensive zone, but quickly it's cleared out by Maston. Out of bounds, so a throw-in. And one thing I've noticed about the Seton bench, Calvin, is they're light on numbers. I saw 3 subs.
Yeah, that's it. We've got 14 players.
14. So it is Dudiak sends the ball forward, trying to find Tristan Connors, but it's Maston. It's Aiden Maston, far side. And it is Chapman. Chapman gets the shot off. It deflects off the back of Ovius. Ovius sends it back. Justin Collins rips a shot, and that goes off of the back of Riley Hansen. So another goal kick for the Knights. And it's Aiden Maston looking to take the kick. Another nice kick going into the offensive zone for Seton Catholic, into the defensive zone for Chazy by Bruce Juno. Now it's on to the feet of Frenier. Logan Frenier cuts it back to the inside, sends it out into the 18, cleared out by King. Hansen now has it high in the air to the middle of the field, and it is Yang sending the ball forward, picked up by Hansen, back over to Juno. Juno one times it up over to Tanner Connors. Tanner Connors, 2 players on the ball. Connors controlling, pushes it back to Lucas. Lucas stopping, pushes it back to Connors. Connors back to Lucas. Lucas lost it, picked up by Glover. Glover and Lucas battling. And Glover controls, pushes it back. Onto the feet of Ledoux. Ledoux sends it forward, picked up by Collins to the far side, trying to find Chapman. Hustling back defensively is Yang. Yang gets to the ball first. Chips it up to the sideline. It goes off of Chapman, and coming into the game is Tom Murray. Coming out of the game is Alex Trombley. I was ready to say Trebek, but it's Trombley. And it's spelled the right way, Calvin, as I'm looking at it. Unless you made a spelling mistake.
No.
All right.
Flip it over on the other side. It's a printed thing.
It's right there. It is, right there. And I thank you for putting them in alphabet or numerical order. Thank you for doing that. Herb Tarlick was late as always, as the fish likes to call me. There's a nice kick inside. This is dangerous and offsides, but Maston has a strong kick back on the defensive zone, so I understand why they bring him into the offensive zone. He then can become a weapon. So Bruce, yeah, go ahead.
I've always thought that when you have an infraction, it's where the ball was. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking that the ball wasn't, unless he went off sides after the ball was first touched there. I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't go offsides if it's touched first.
Well, yeah, if it's touched by your team and then you're in an offside position. But it seemed like the call came when as soon as the ball landed. So.
Well, here's a good opportunity for the Knights. It's Boulay.
I've only been doing this for 35 years, so I don't quite know the rules yet. So.
No, I understand. You're focused on making sure there's a good pitcher, and that was a wasted opportunity for the Knights.
A little bit
He
high.
tried going the upper 90 far side, which is not a bad thing. It was just high and wide.
Yeah, a little too high. You can't kick it too low, but you can kick it too high.
That would be true.
Unless you miss kick and dribble it.
That is true too. So the ball controlled by the Knights. Murray, who just checked into the game, tries to send it forward, taken by King. Off the chest of Hansen. Hansen turning. Defended well by Glover. Is Hansen, and Glover goes off of Hansen. And it is Ledoux. Gets the ball in onto the feet of Palma. Palma loses it. Tanner Connors has it knocked away from Glover, who comes in from behind.
Did you mention the coaches yet?
No, we got Rob McCullough, and we have
Charlie Gay?
Gay, with Rico Hernandez, the assistant.
Charlie, former star at Willsboro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what era was that? What
In the
decade?
80s.
In the
80s.
And this ball cleared out. Connors sends it forward. Goes off the foot of Ovius. Has it knocked away, picked up by Hansen. Hansen goes to the far side to Chapman. Chapman trying to cut it to the inside, but defended well by Yang. Yang doing a nice job defensively for Seton Catholic. He gets it on the feet of Boulay. Boulay to the far side, trying to find Osborne. He does, but it goes off the sideline. So a throw in for Chazy. And it is Dudiak.
Neil Yang is the last of the St. Mary's athletes.
Really?
Yeah. My grandson Abram was going to be, because he's a grade behind Neil, but he's decided not to play sports. So Neil's the last of the St. Mary's Academy athletes.
An era coming to an end.
Yeah. He's got a younger sister that's playing too, so I'm not sure if she was in kindergarten or what. As far as male, he's definitely the last one.
All around. Oh, what? And it was a nice play by Master, because the Chazy players were converging on that. That was be a goal, but he came out of nowhere.
You call it, you get it.
So the ball is back in play, back off the head of Master. For Maston. Tristan Connors sending it across. And Alex Chapman one times it over the net. Great opportunity for the Eagles. And over the net it is, so a goal kick coming up for the Knights.
You know, I've been covering these games, and I've never missed one of those shots. I've always would have kicked every one of those in.
Oh, Calvin,
How about you?
Well, I've never missed either. I mean,
From up here, I've never missed.
Calvin, every game we play the perfect game up here. It's unbelievable. I never get tired, not like they do.
No,
You know, and our shots are a little more pinpointed.
definitely.
You know, and we've never made a bad call up here.
I can't recall one. You know.
No, I mean it's just you put the years behind the camera, and of course I'm a late comer for you, but you have those combined years, and there's a lot of experience there.
Yeah.
Eden! That's what we were talking about!
So somebody watching this for the first time is going, "What are they talking about?"
Matt, why are you
I guess you have to
over
watch years of this to
Yeah.
realize the humor, if they want to call it that. if it is humor. Whatever. So I see you're wearing the Expo hat. It's nice to see
Oh, yeah.
that. It looks like it was an original hat from '69.
No, it's not. It's maybe 7, 8 years old.
All right.
And
Never
and
washed it. Never washed it.
Well, I don't want to do that. I did wash it once, but it's
Well, it's
almost time for another one.
It's almost time for another
And
team.
Lee was wearing an Expo hat here when he was here last week.
So I didn't know if you guys are aware, like, are the Expos coming back to the American League East? Something I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, Boston's moving to Montreal.
But yeah. Well, that would go well. I would be in a quandary though if the Expos come back in the American League East. Can you like two teams in one division? All right, ball out of bounds. We're at the 23-minute mark. There is no score. It's been pretty a ho-hum game. No great excitement. There's really no, I don't know. There's no urgency on either team right now here in the first half.
There's been some stops, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, Chazy had a great opportunity there that went over the net. But other than that, but it just seems like, I don't know, it seems like lackluster play on both sides.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't feel there's not this energy or excitement. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I think it's you.
Okay. So here comes King. Of course, the boys watching this will get upset that I'm saying that, I'm sure. But
I don't blame him.
well,
I'm upset just listening to it.
Who's got the top? John!
but I think Coach McAuliffe would agree with me.
I think so.
Okay. So here comes the throw. Ball's high in the air. Hits the crossbar. Headed out by Glover. Ball sent back in the air by Collins, going to the outside. Collins trying to get to the ball, but it's to Osborne. And it goes out of bounds, so throw in for Chazy. So I mentioned that, and Chazy picks up the intensity. Now there's pressure.
There we go. Must be a big game. Caleb Breen is here.
Uh-oh. All right. For
This way!
The Press Republican, of
the
course.
Press Republicans in the house today. The press is in the house. All right.
Mrs. Lobdell's here too.
And Keith Lobdell's here too?
Now his wife, Mrs.
Mrs. Lobdell's here. So the son's in the house. So this is a big game. All kinds of media here. That camera's nonstop. She's just clicking away down there. So there's the shot. Oh, and offsides on Hansen. And there's the kick by Maston. So Bruce Juno will take the throw in.
Turn the bunch up. Spread out. Look where everybody's going again. Everybody's going to the same spot.
As soon as he finds the ball.
Yeah,
There
he
we
found
go.
it.
He
Everybody
found it.
mark up.
He's back. Ball coming in off the head of Palma. On to Murray. Murray gives it back to Glover. And ball on ball. Picked up by the Knights. King. And Murray getting by King. Murray has it taken away by King. Defended well. Trying to keep it simple. Push back onto the feet of Glover. Glover gets the shot wide. There's the header. And it goes off wide of the net. But nice play by the Knights. And Frenier got his head on it. Just went wide of the net. So a goal kick coming up for the Eagles. So we're now halfway here into the first half. We still have no score. Shots on net favor Chazy 2-0. And it's Tanner Connors. But Seton defending very well tonight. Ball cleared out of bounds by Ledoux.
Who's got 9? Who's got 9?
So throw in by Bruce Juno. Juno down the line, goes off of the head of Palma
Stand in.
to Murray. Juno sends it back forward onto the feet of Maston. And it is Lucas controlling. Lucas trying to work his way down. He's defended well by Ledoux. Or actually, it's a Boulay. Boulay does a little scissor kick, does a nice inside move, still controlling, trying to set space up. He does. He gets it onto the feet of Ledoux, just outside the box. And here's an opportunity for the Knights. Here's an opportunity. Oh, nice save by Norcross. But boy, I'll tell you, that's some nice footwork and passing by the Knights.
Yes, indeed.
And I think that shot was ripped by Boulay. If it wasn't Boulay, it was Frenier. And Norcross came off his line and made a big save. So a corner kick for the Knights. Outside the box. Knights push it back. And there's a wasted kick on the past the end line by Ledoux.
Ledoux, I think.
Is it Ledoux?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to read your writing. That's all. Ledoux.
Ledoux.
Okay. Ledoux. Ledoux.
Ledoux.
Would I make it sound French? Ledoux.
Ledoux.
Ledoux. Ledoux. Ledoux. Okay. Well, if I butcher your names, guys, I do apologize. I can't read Calvin's writing, so I got to blame it on something, Calvin. You know, you always got to. You can't take responsibility. You got to pass the buck.
Well, go ahead and spell that name right there.
Spell it Ledeau. Ledoux is Ladoue.
I've seen Ledoux spelled about 18 different ways.
And which one was this one? 14?
I'm not sure how Alfie spells it. It's similar to that.
His daughter's quite a young player.
Yeah,
That's
the
an
son,
eighth grader.
son was a good player too.
So, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, well, obviously he was a good player. So Justin Collins sends a nice kick inside the box. It's high in the air. It's headed by Maston to his feet, clears it out over to Osborne. Osborne sends a kick up on a streaking Frenier. Frenier trying to push it through, trying to find Murray. Cleared out by Juno off the head of Lucas, but controlled by the Knights. And the Knights didn't just come here to play the game. They're playing to win this game. They're playing very well.
They're a good team.
They're playing very, very well. And it's Connors over to Hansen. Hansen trying to get through. Hansen is knocked down again.
Oh,
And I think, you don't think that's a foul?
well, it's going to be called a foul, but I saw him starting to fall before the contact.
Ooh, why? I didn't see that. I thought that was. I thought he tried to get a card.
Whoa!
So here's a chance that I know Chazy does work on set plays, but they have the guns that can go into the upper 90s. So we'll kind of see. It's definitely a direct kick. There's no doubt about that. And Mr. Schutz is calling off 10 yards. So there's the whistle. Collins rips the shot. That goes right off of Boulay. There's the shot. There's the save. There's a score. And somehow that got through the hands of Reed. I'm not sure who's going to get credit for the goal, if it will be Connors, if it will be Tristan Connors or not, but we'll get the word here. But that was a rip. And at the 16:20 mark, Chazy gets on the board.
It's all right, no big deal. Get it back. Get it back.
Okay. All right, they were more worried about Mr. Schutz's eye that they forgot to tell us if there was an assist or not. But we'll get the official word from the official.
That's right.
But that was a nice play, and you have these restarts outside the box like that. They are dangerous. And it was a rip of a shot by Collins off of Boulay, and Tristan Connors took it onto the inside and ripped a shot. I don't know. It got through the hands of Reed, but I don't know if anybody was there to knock it in or it just scampered into the back of the net. And there's There's a score, and Alex Chapman does a nice job taking it in. So beautiful play by Alex Chapman, and Chazy quickly goes up 2-0. Back-to-back goals.
Drop in. Nick. Drop back. Over where Neil is. Over where Neil is.
So Chapman from Riley Hansen. What about that first goal, Denny?
Back and wait.
I just want. We won't know.
Yeah, well, we can wait. You have patience. Have patience. Deflection.
Own goal?
No.
He said a deflection.
Well, deflection, yeah, you came off a defender. You
That's
kicked
an
it
own
in.
goal.
No.
It is Tristan unassisted. Okay, thanks. All right. So the first one is officially Tristan unassisted. And the second one was Alex Chapman from Riley Hansen. Oh, nice play by Hansen. Getting the ball over to Tanner Connors. And there's a souvenir. Nope, over everything.
You're dead. Come on.
So this happens very often. You'll see somebody score a goal, and all of a sudden, one side or the other scores very quickly after it.
Yeah, well, it's they took advantage of their opportunities.
Yeah,
That's what they did.
yeah. But I just, after a goal, it takes one side or the other a little while to get reacclimated out there, and very, very often. And on the restart, I mean that. As George Brendler told me 33 years ago, a high percentage of goals are scored on some kind of a restart.
Yeah, that would be true. And Chazy has some nice height this year, and they're doing very well on the restarts.
Send it.
And it's Rattel knocking it out of bounds, so a throw-in for the Knights. Boulet over to Frenier. Frenier has it knocked away by Juno. And nice play by Hansen. Hansen spins it back, knocked out of bounds by Ledoux.
That was nice there. Hansen kind of stood on the ball and turned it.
Yeah.
Remind me of a young Joey Tremblay, actually.
Yeah, well, it's.
I remember that time you tripped to the ball.
Well, I think I sprained my ankle on that one we're talking about, but the kids watched those old videos ago, and they're like, wow, Dad, you actually did play sports. Yes, I did.
But unfortunately, there's none of you playing soccer.
You know,
Did you play any alumni tournament?
well, I don't think I did, but I don't think there was video back then. I mean, it was just, catching that raw talent
Yeah.
from Northeastern. Back in '78, which was a championship. Well, we won the division that year. I can't say it was a championship. We lost to Willsboro 1-0 in the finals. But just the way it was.
That was 5 years before hometown cable.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So I could have said, I made the greatest saves ever.
Yeah.
But it's kind of neat when you look at the press. They go back 30 years, 40 years ago. So now they're going back 40 years. So just going back to that game that you posted the other day, about a week ago, or the 30-year anniversary of our championship in the city for softball. Obviously I totally forgot what happened there, but in the paper I saw it on TV, but they put it in print. I was 3 for 4 that game in the championship game, the final game. So that batting .750 in the final game was pretty cool.
And you have video proof.
And I got video proof. Yes, I do. I do. Now the question would be, if I was out there, what body part would I be hurt? And he's not happy with him. That would be not happy with the truth. But that's good.
Well, he's not worried about this game. He's worried about the ones in November.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's preparing these guys for another month. He obviously cares about this game, but you have to remember, this team comes in a whole new defense, and you have players that are playing different positions from last year. So quite frankly, they've adjusted pretty well. But it's like any season, it's always a work in progress. You're looking to get better every game. And the more minutes the kids play out there, the more game situations they see. Different defensive setups on how they would do things differently. So there was a quote somebody put, I heard.
Next time, all over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Well, now we don't remember. There's the kick by Collins. It's controlled by the Knights. Ovius sends it forward, but King for Chazy. Now to Connors, Tristan Connors hustling back as well as Maston. And you got to be pretty much on your game to get by that number 3 for Seton Maston. He plays a strong defense back there for the Knights. So Preston Lauren in the game with a throw-in. Nice throw-in. Ball bounces inside the box, headed up. Yang heads it out. Ball still in the air, bouncing around now. Cleared up high in the air by Glover. Juno chips it back into the box. Chapman gets the shot off. Scores from Bruce Juno. So Juno comes back in the defensive zone. Does a nice job, just taps it over there. Alex Chapman comes in, and Alex has finished for the second time tonight. So it's 3-0 Chazy. We're at the 10-minute mark, 9:53. So the ball to the outside. I will say in the first 20 minutes, I thought Seton was playing evenly with Chazy. Chazy has dominated the last 10 minutes. But, you kind of get down when you get 2 quick goals.
Yeah.
So the ball comes into midfield, picked up by Boulay. Trying to find Osborne. And I think it's number 12, Bruce Juno. Did they say 12 or 19?
19.
Okay.
That's
That's
wearing 12.
That's Riley Hansen. But it was Bruce Juno that stepped up.
They said Bruce Juno. So.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they got the name right. Number. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Chazy, and Bruce Juno calls off Lauren. Bruce Juno to Lauren. Picked up by Blood. Blood pushes it to Murray. Murray goes back to Boulay. He has it taken away by Collins. Collins again cutting to the inside. Now sending it through too far ahead of Riley Hansen into the hands of Reed. So Reed will work his way to the 18. Ball lands. Knocked up high in the air by Ledoux. To the far side by Ovius. Picked up by Palma. Palma loses it out on the sideline. Throw in by Dudiak. And Tristan Connors trying to get by Maston. Maston clears it out. So a throw in for Chazy. We're at the 7:49 mark. Shots on goal are 6-1 favoring Chazy. Corner kicks favor the Knights 1-0. But where it matters most on the scoreboard, it's Chazy 3, Seton 0. Ball coming in, lands inside the box, and that deflects off of everybody, goes off the goalie. So another corner kick, another corner kick, the first corner kick for Chazy, and it will be Lucas.
Mark up!
So Lucas sending it in. Nice feet as always. Ball's headed high in the air by Boulay. Collins sends it back in. Now cleared out. And Ovius sends it forward. Murray trying to get his head on it. Up was Dudiak. Dudiak tries to send it forward. It deflects off a Seton player. Far side is Osborne. Osborne trying to cut it to the inside, has it knocked away. And Rattel back there for Chazy. He knocks it off the sideline. Good job from Rattel from keeping it going off the goal line. And Neil Yang checking back into the game. Coming out of the game is Matt Ledoux. King heads it out. Collins high in the air, out on the sideline, and Osborne will take the throw in. Another substitution coming in. We have Glover coming in for Trombley.
I'm just zooming in on the vultures over there, just wondering what they're.
Yeah. They're pretty hungry.
Yeah. I don't know if that's where the aroma we've got is coming from, but
yeah, the aroma is not going through the camera right now, but it's liquid manure probably.
yeah. So
A good
Maybe-
North Country.
maybe it's got them all excited. I think there's some good eating down there somewhere.
Maybe. Could be a couple of critters passed out with this smell.
Okay, both and win!
So here's a corner for the Knights. Ball, nice serve in the box. And Juno got banged around. He's up. And it's Tristan Connors. Has Hanson in front of him. Nice play by Maston. And again, Maston defends very well back there for the Knights. Ball forward to Murray, out of bounds. So substitution, Tanner Connors coming in. Chapman with 2 goals coming off with a much deserved rest at the 4:37 mark. So it is Dudiak with the throw-in. Another throw-in for Chazy. Ball coming down the line. Now sent forward. Dudiak now sends it back forward. It gets away from Hermia. King to the outside. The Connors. Tanner Connors pushes it up over to King. King is in the offensive zone. King has it knocked away. Now sent forward by Ledoux onto the feet of Murray. Murray working his way down, being guarded by Dudiak. He pushes it back to Ovius. Lucas. Over to Collins. Collins has some space. Now sends it forward. Nobody there for Chazy. Goes onto the feet of Glover. Glover into the offensive zone. Goes to the outside trying to find Osborne. Osborne comes back to the near side trying to find Yang. Lauren over to Hanson. Hanson up over to Connors. Tristan Connors trying to work his way down. And Osborne defending. It goes off of Osborne. So corner kick for Chazy. We're at the 3-minute mark left in the first half. Chazy with a 3-0 lead. And we have Heath Lucas taking the corner kick as he normally does for the Eagles. Nice chip into the air, headed out by Trombley. Dudiak ripping a shot, and he takes it over the net. So goal kick coming up for Seton with 2:25 to go. So I think after tonight, Calvin, it's supposed to cool off a bit.
Well, it's time to get cool today already here, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, cool was like in the 60s, which still isn't bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, when it gets into the low 40s, and I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, well, we are in the second part of September.
Yeah.
There was a and Collins, but nice sportsmanship by Boulay. So it will be Lucas will take the kick. Clock is running. So a minute 35. Nice chip in. And it goes over everybody's head. King was there, but it goes past King's head into the hands of Reed. Far side to Murray. Rotel trying to head the ball down. And it is Lucas to Rotel. Rotel gets it to Hansen. And it is Collins. Outside to Connors. Tristan Connors cuts it to the inside. Trying to find Hansen. And the ball was served in. Ball headed off Connors, but Reed was on the line.
Tyler, let him set up. Tyler, let him set up.
So we're under a minute, 40 seconds. Short kick onto the feet of Ovius, or Boulay, I mean. Far side to Osborne. Osborne sends it forward. Picked up by Collins. Collins cutting to the inside over to Hansen. Hansen over to Tristan Connors, and they're calling offsides on Connors. Connors and Maston with 10 seconds to go. So the first half will come to a close. Chazy leading Seton Catholic 3-0. Okay, we're starting the second half. And, of course, the Knights are going from right to left now, and Chazy from left to right. Chazy played a very strong second half. They played a good first 20 minutes, don't get me wrong, but it was kind of evenly played. But they really dominated the final 20 and scored 3 goals to grab a 3-0 lead. And they're coming out here in the second half. And it is controlled by Osborne. Osborne sends it on to the feet of Boulay. He gets it to Frenier. Frenier trying to get by Rotel. He does. And it's Tanner Connors. Deflects it off of, it goes off of Connors. So Mr. Schutz calls it for a corner kick. And Tobiah Osborne is heading over to the near post to take the corner kick for the Knights.
Balls in land.
And there's a short kick into the box. It lands on the ground. Cleared out by the Eagles. And Frenier trying to turn to get a shot. King, nice play, sends it up to Connors. Tristan Connors will now take it down the sideline here. He's working his way. He has King in front of him to the left. Trying to cut it to the inside. Gets by King. Pushing it back. Nice play by Maston. Maston takes down Connors. So another set play, and as Calvin said, Coach Brendler said, majority of goals come off set plays, and we have a set play right here with Heath Lucas. Sending it to the far side, and is trying to find King. Deflects, still inside the box. Collins battling for the ball, trying to push it back, and it deflects off of King. And a deep throw in for the Knights. Collins was kind of hoping there'd be a call just outside the box. No call given. So throw in for Seton Catholic. And again, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Schutz and Mr. Lavarge, 2 seasoned officials. They do a wonderful job out there, and the kids and the parents watching this should be very grateful that they I know they get paid to do these games, but they come out to do these games. Without officials, we don't have games. And unfortunately, a lot of times they take verbal abuse, which is totally uncalled for, but I guess it comes with the territory. But very fortunate to have individuals with their caliber of knowledge of this sport. They do a wonderful job. So on the far side, the ball comes in. There's an opportunity over Osborne's head. And in the net for Chazy is Huckrow. Gabe Huckrow is into the net. Norcross night is done. He had a good first half. He made a great save, and the score was 0-0. Seton could have scored that first goal that could have changed the complexity of this game. And Norcross made a great save to preserve the 0-0 tie. And then in the second 20, Chazy exploded for 3 in the first half. And the ball is cleared out by Maston.
Frenier came up limping after that last play there. He's trying to run it off now.
It looks like he is. I think he'll be okay. Strong young man. He's working it off. So King does a nice job. Now he sends it across. Alex Chapman with 2 goals. There's a hard shot. And nice play by Connors. And Reed was right there. A nice high kick by Reed. And there's a collision by King and Yang. Foul on King. Yang goes to the ground. So a kick coming up for the Knights. Maston. Ball into the offensive zone, picked up by Chapman. Chapman over to Hansen. Hansen now over to King. King one time in it trying to find Connors. Tristan Connors. Over to Hansen. Hansen trying to bust through everybody. It's Hansen. He busts through. Hansen gets the shot off. Couldn't get the shot off he wanted. And Reed was there. If he could have just had half a step back, he kind of, I don't say overran it, but he just didn't get the shot off that he wanted. Because Hansen, if he had that shot, great percentage that he would have put that ball away.
Very nice stop by Reed, though.
Well, it was. It was. Reed made a nice play, but Hansen didn't get the speed on the shot that I think he wanted. But again, that's just my opinion up here. Take it for what it's worth. Just how I saw it. And we all have opinions, right, Calvin?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like other things.
Yeah.
We have opinions.
You're cheap. Everybody's got them. So the ball goes forward. And it's cleared toward midfield. Picked up by Chapman. Trying to find Tristan Connors. And Maston sends it out of bounds. Into the stands. And a souvenir for some lucky fan. But what a nice fan. He's going to throw the ball back, Calvin. I guess this isn't baseball.
No.
He's begging to give the ball to somebody.
Somebody please take it.
Oh, here comes the young ball boy. And the ball is back into the field. So far sideline, it is Chazy Connors. And that's Tristan Connors. Nice throw inside the box. It lands. And a green push from behind. So we're at 33-32 in the second half. Chazy 3, Seton 0. Shots favor Chazy 10-1. Corner kicks are 3 apiece. It's Osborne working his way down the line, trying to get by Dudiak. Dudiak and Osborne battling for the ball. Dudiak takes it to the inside. Nice play by Osborne. He would now send it across. He takes it off of Jordan Rattel. So a corner kick coming up for Seton. So a nice job by Osborne, taking it off of Rattel.
John, Toby, you're on the other side now.
So coming out of the game is Alex Tremblay. And Osborne will set up for the corner kick. Nice feed inside the box. Ball headed to the ground. Cleared out by King on the outside of his foot onto the feet of Tristan Connors. Connors working his way. Yang coming over to help out. Does a nice job. Osborne gets back to defend. Now sends it forward. And Rattel does a nice job to knock it away. It's Rattel with the ball. Trying to rip it forward, but it goes off of Ovius and out of bounds. So throw in for Chazy. Dudiak asking for the ball. He'll take the throw in. Off the head of King, trying to find Lucas onto the feet of Hansen. Hansen goes down by Yang. And Jordan has a fan club over there, Calvin. So there's a kick by Collins. Nice serve by Collins into the box off the head of Hansen. Yang and King battling for the ball. Cleared out by Maston. So a throw-in for Chazy. And Tristan Connors will work his way to the sideline to take the corner or the throw-in for Chazy at the 31-minute mark. No score in the second half, but there were 3 in the first half for Chazy. Ball cleared out. And out of bounds. Throw-in for the Knights, and it's Osborne gets the ball in. Cleared out by Tanner Connors. Osborne with the throw-in and gets it into the feet of Frenier. Frenier trying to make his move around Dudiak, but it goes out of bounds. So throw-in for Chazy. Dudiak lofting it up over to King. King high in the air. Over to Lucas onto the feet of Tristan Connors. Now it's nice play by King trying to get it to the feet of Connors. And it's cleared forward by Maston. Over the head of Dudiak onto the feet of Frenier. Frenier gives it up over to Murray. Murray has it knocked away by Raquel. Picked up by Tanner Connors onto the feet of King. King trying to send it forward. It goes off of Yang onto the feet of Lucas. Lucas back to Connors. Connors, nice play. Cuts it to the inside of Murray. Onto Hansen. Hansen now chips it up over to Tristan Connors. Connors and Maston battling for the ball. And it's knocked out of bounds by Maston. Corner kick for Chazy. So this will even the corner kicks up. Right now they favor Seton, but Chazy will tie the corner kick category 4-4 on this kick by Lucas. Nice feed by Lucas into the box. Ball headed just wide of the net. Another corner kick. That would have been an own goal.
Very close.
Very close. So we have Connor McCarthy into the game. Dudiak coming out of the game. Connor McCarthy had a strong Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament as Bruce Jr. was hurt. And Connor McCarthy came in and did a stellar job for the Eagles. Another shot inside the box off the head. Oh, what a play. Ball still out there. Push on Chazy, on Hansen. But a nice play by Juno, sending it toward the net.
Good stuff, Alex.
It looks like Ovius is kind of limping a little bit. He's looking for a sub. Ball sent forward by Maston. And here comes Seton. There's a shot. Huckrow's there. Huckrow dives on it. It was a hard shot by Frenier. Gets by the hands of Huckrow. And coming on hard was Boulay. But Huckrow got there just in time. Boulay was coming in strong.
Follow that ball, Joey.
Oh, Calvin, we see that every year. We say it every year. That's for sure. And yeah, 9 out of 10 times. Oh, nice opportunity. Chapman again gets a shot off. Good play by Reed. 9 out of 10 times, they'll probably hang on to the ball.
Yeah.
But it's that one opportunity.
So what?
No, I know. And it's no different than and this
Ground
really
ball.
bothers me, in baseball, with a pro player jogging to first base. You get paid millions of dollars. You might get to bat 4 times. And how often do you hit a ground ball?
Yeah.
Well, you can't sprint 90 feet. Come on. And 9 out, maybe it might be 13 out of 14 times that they make the play.
1 out of 100. It doesn't matter. It's at one time.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And here goes King. King hustling down the sideline. Oh, trying to get the ball to Tristan Connors. Nice play by King, but again, defended well by Maston, and he's played a strong game back there, and I've said it once, I'll say it again, for the Knights tonight. So we have 26-24 here left in the second half. I can't say game. Calvin would give me a kick in the shins. He goes in soccer. You can't say game because it can go into overtime. So it's in the half. And I'm not going to pull a Poisson. I'm not going to call the game because we know what can happen there. So it's 26:06 left in the second half. And McCarthy coming up for Chazy with the throw-in. Ball cleared out by Glover. McCarthy. Ball off the head of Boulay onto the feet of Frenier. Trying to find Palma. And Tanner Connors just one steps it away. Now he gets it off to Chapman, who has 2 goals. Chapman has it taken away, but he battles it back to take it away from Palma. Palma trying to take it back from Chapman. Ball sent forward. Now it's sent into the Chazy offensive zone. Connors, that's Tanner Connors, up to the head to Collins. Collins trying to find King, and Hansen comes up with the ball. Hansen and Yang.
Go to the corner. Go to the corner.
And
Get up. Good job.
a nice slide tackle by Hansen.
Drop back. Drop back. Get inside. Get inside.
So they're calling a foul on Hansen. Maston has a strong kick. There it is, going to the weak side. Ball goes off the head of Osborne outside the box. And ball sent forward. McCarthy sends it back to King. King trying to one-time it over to Tristan Connors, controlled by Yang.
All right. Right idea. Get back now. Right idea. Get back. Toby, stop right there. Turn around. Turn around. Don't get thrown over, Neil. We're going to go right to the corner.
McCarthy down the line, off the head of Connors. And out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Knights. Ovius is into the game. Coming out of the game is Blood.
In the middle. You have me, you have
Blood.
Tobiah, you have John.
That's what you have.
Everybody
Yeah,
else over here.
must be.
Noah Blood, unless you spelled something different here, Calvin.
I'll just flip it over.
Well, I think it was Blood. Yeah, Noah Blood. Okay, ball sent forward by Seton to midfield, picked up by Lucas. Trying to find Rattel, or actually it's Bruce Juno. Juno has it taken away by Boulay. To the near side to Osborne. Osborne trying to go down the line, coming out to help out defensively was King. Off the sideline. Throw in for the Knights. It will be Boulay. He's going right inside the box. Nice deep throw and hits the ground. Ball headed out by Rattel, now cleaned out by Tanner Connors. And it is Hansen. Over to King. King trying to find his way over to Connors. Hustling back is Maston
Take your time. Take your time.
for the Knights. Ball now sent forward. Lucas trying to control.
Stay on, John.
Over to King. To the open space. Hansen hustling for the ball. Along with Maston. Slide tackle.
Go. Go.
And Reed, high punt. Off the head of Chapman to Tristan Connors. Connors now cuts it to the inside. Sending it across, trying to find Hansen. Hansen trying to get a shot off, left-footed. Going toward the end line. And a goal kick called.
Everybody took off to the ball that way. Left him wide open.
So Reed will take the goal kick. Calvin, just so you know, it has dropped to 66 degrees, so we can feel the temperature dropping.
Oh yeah, it was,
It's kind of feeling a little bit more like fall right now.
yeah, it's about 80 till we had some clouds come in and
Yeah.
temperature dropped down. I had 71 when I arrived.
King. Oh, goes side net. I think he's just trying to pop it over his head.
Now today, I believe, is the 82nd day that out of Burlington that they said they had 80 plus.
This year,
Yeah.
I believe that to be true.
Yes. And if you figure 91 days is a quarter of the year, a full season, we've had close to a full season, a
Yeah.
3-month season of 80 plus temperatures.
Which is not normal for this area.
All right.
But yeah, it has been a beautiful summer. I mean, the lawn hasn't been cut as often as in past
We
years.
do need some rain.
We do.
I'm glad there's some water in the Chazy, little Chazy here.
Yeah, there was empty there for a while.
I know London Music was going to change the name of her insurance company. Couldn't call it Riverside anymore.
It'd be what, Muskrat Cove? Beaver Dam or something like that?
I don't know.
And it is King trying to get the through ball. Whoa. And game's gotten a little physical here.
So yellow card
Yeah.
and a free kick. Whoa.
Yeah.
Everybody's lining up on the other side here.
Yeah. It's going to be a set play, I think. So we're going to see Lucas. No, hard shot to the near post. Reed comes over, slides down, makes the save. So he'll punt the ball to the far side. Back there is Juno. Controlled by the Knights. Boulay onto the feet of Osborne. Osborne cutting to the inside, gets the shot off, and that will go over the net. So a goal kick coming up for Chazy. We're now under 20 minutes. No score in the second half. So a good job for Seton cutting down the offensive power of Chazy.
Got some dark clouds coming in, but unfortunately, there's not a raindrop in them.
Yeah. I don't think there's any rain for tomorrow either.
No.
I think today the remnants of Florence was south of us, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah, well, so, yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting higher than Albany.
So it is inside to Hanson. Hanson trying to cut to the inside, gives it up to Chapman. Chapman looking to get his hat trick. Gets a shot off. Oh, another great defensive play. Chapman was that close to getting his hat trick, but Ovius was there to clear it out. So a nice play by number 14, Foster Ovius, for Seton Catholic to keep the score at 3-0 Chazy. So here comes the corner. Nice high shot. Lands on the ground. Tristan Connors trying to control it. Cutting to the inside, guarded or defended by Osborne. Onto the feet of Boulay to Osborne. Osborne sending it forward, trying to find Frenier. Frenier to Boulay, back to Frenier. Nice give and go. McCarthy hustling back. Cutting to the inside. Oh, they had the advantage.
Are you kidding me? We've got advantage going to the net.
I can understand the coach's concern on that one. I thought Boulay was ready to break it in.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, with the people wondering what's going on, if you sometimes say play on, and if the
Toby! Tobiah!
team that's been fouled keeps control, you don't make the call. And
All right,
in this case,
all right.
the call was made.
You're right, but you don't say anything.
So it's going to be Boulay Nice opportunity. Oh,
Come on!
coach is not happy with that one. Wasted opportunity there. So poor Coach Gay, he just went through like the last minute of emotions.
Yeah, I don't think Ledoux was too happy with his kick either. You know, it's just
It was Boulay,
Boulet, was it?
number 15.
Oh, 15. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was
Boulet.
16. Boulet,
No.
okay.
No, that was. Thank God the trees were there. That would have hit the old market,
Market.
Chazy Market. The Justin Collins. He's taken down by Boulay. So the ball is sent forward. And Frenier sends it back, but it's picked up by Lucas. Lucas up over to Hansen. Hansen cutting to the inside. Hansen goes down, ball on ball. Good no call. Now cleared forward by Yang. Frenier over to Osborne. Osborne now trying to get by everybody. Come off his line is Huckrow. Huckrow clearing it out. Ball sent forward. And Yang onto the feet of Boulay. Taken away by Lucas. Far side over to McCarthy. And he knocks it off the feet of Palma. Throw in for Chazy far side. Coming into the game is Josiah Bouchard. Coming out of the game is Tristan Connors at 15:25 minute mark. Ball, nice throw in by McCarthy. And sent forward by Ovius, who had a great defensive play earlier. Robbing Alex Chapman of his hat trick. So throw in for the Knights far side. Ball comes into play off the head of Chapman to Bouchard, who just checked into the game. No, it wasn't Bouchard, or was it? Yes, it was. Lucas over to Chapman. Chapman sends it forward to Flex. Lucas back up. Headed into the air. Picked up by Blood. Has it taken away from Collins. Collins.
There you go, Noah. Put it up. Put it up, Noah.
Blood taking it out. King. One times it over to Hansen. And Yang coming over to defend. It is Hansen. Hansen waiting for the whistle. We're at the 14-minute mark. Left in the second half. And Hansen controlling. Yang looks like he's down, working his way up. He injured his knee. He's trying to walk it off. So a corner kick coming up for Chazy. Heath Lucas working the corner kick. And here comes the kick. Lands inside the box. Knocked out by Reed. Ball still bouncing around. There's a shot. And score. And it, Alex Chapman gets his hat trick. What a night for Alex Chapman. He gets the rebound and sends it in. So it is Aiden Huckrow checking into the game, as well as Maston and Trombley for Seton. So Alex Chapman on an unassisted goal at the 13-12 mark gets the hat trick. And Chazy now leading 4-0. So what a night for Alex Chapman, the senior. So I was saying, Calvin, it was nice that Alex Chapman had a hat trick. I said it must be nice. I mean, I've given up 3 goals, but I've never scored 3 goals.
I don't know what you'd call it. Reverse.
Reverse hat trick, is that it? So it is Lucas cutting it to the inside. And the ball taken away. Nice play by Osborne, taken away from Lauren. And Rattel sends it forward onto the feet of Chapman. Chapman to the outside. Aiden Huckrow into the game. Back there is Maston. He turns. And it is Lauren over to King. King to the open space, picked up by Aiden Huckrow. Huckrow trying to get to the ball. It goes off the end line. So a goal kick for Seton Catholic. We're approaching the 12-minute mark. It is Chazy 4, Seton 0. Also coming in for Chazy is Matt Parent, as well as Noah Martin, and as well as Jack Sweet. And there's a kick by Maston. And it was Lucas kind of having a little body on Boulay. Schutz was there. Official Schutz. Nice call. So we have Maston sending it just outside the 18. And picked up by Huckrow. Huckrow as well as Ovius. Matt Parent turns, pushing it forward, goes to the feet of Glover. Matt Parent coming over to help out. Down the line to Osborne. Osborne working his way down, trying to cut to the inside. Nice play by Martin. Back to Noah. Gets the ball up over to Josiah Bouchard. Bouchard to Aiden Huckrow. Huckrow to the open space. To Sweet. Sweet with the ball. Trying to cut it to the inside. Gets it to Lauren. Preston Lauren rips a long shot. And what we haven't seen tonight, Calvin, is a ball into the cornfield tonight.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's correct. 10:25 left here in the second half. Bruce Juneau coming into the game. Lucas coming out of the game. And Maston sending it forward off the head of Huckrow. Huckrow and Ovius battling for the ball. Ovius sends it to the far side. McCarthy over to Sweet. Sweet sends it back to Tanner Connors. Noah Martin battling for the ball. Push on Martin. So it is Boulay. Chipping it to the 18. That deflects, goes into the hands of Gabe Huckrow. Huckrow working his way to the line. And he punts the ball up. And it is controlled by Glover. Matt Parent was there to defend him. Throw-in comes down to Osborne. Deflects into the offensive zone. Nice job by Josiah Bouchard. Has it knocked away, picked up by Boulay. Boulay working his way down. Coming over to help out was number 12, Bruce Juneau. Still controlled by Boulay. Again, Juneau goes down. So a throw-in for Seton Catholic. We have 8:40 left in the second half. Chazy with a 4-0 lead. Is it safe to say game, Calvin?
I think so.
Am I allowed to say that now?
You can say it.
All right, Calvin has given me the clearance. I think I'll use an old phrase. No, I won't use that phrase, but the game is pretty much done. 4-0 Chazy. As we approach the 8-minute mark. And the ball is headed to the outside.
We're back.
All right, Calvin changed the battery. We only lost about 30 seconds. We have 7:23 left in the game. Ball sent forward by Martin. Off the head of Tanner Connors. Off the back of Bruce Juneau. trying to find Sweet. Sweet sends it up to Josiah Bouchard. Bouchard has Aiden Huckrow ahead of him, but it's cleared out. McCarthy steps up. McCarthy trying to defend, but nice job by Murray. And the ball set into the Chazy territory. There's Rattel, just chips it up to midfield. And it is Tanner Connors. On the outside of his foot, sends it forward. Out of bounds off of Connors. Throw in for Seton. 4-0. It is the 18th of September, 2018. We're at the George Brendler Field. And I want to take this moment, if you like this type of programming, and I know Calvin has been putting a video up from 1987, 88, and on, different sports and different events from yesteryear. And but he can't do it alone. He does need financial support. There's no state or federal funding. So if you feel compelled, please send a donation to Hometown Cable Network or Calvin Castine at 1477 Ridge Road in Champlain, New York, 12919. Or you go down to the online to hometowncablenetwork.com, and you can make a donation through the PayPal account. And so now, how many programs have you have online now, Calvin?
Around a little over 6,700. I got.
Oh, here's Osborne gets the shot off, and Huckrow's there. So 6,700.
Yeah, I had 9,700, and the place that was hosting them took them down, so I had to start all over from number one.
So you got 6,700 on. How many more could you put?
At least twice that many. It'll be a little over 20,000.
Over 20,000, and plus new also.
Yeah, we do about 500 a year.
Okay. Juno getting the shot off, and nice play by Juno just outside the 18. So Dudiak is into the game. Juno's out of the game. So we're at the 5-minute mark. Chazy has outshot Seton 13-4. Corner kicks favor Chazy 7-4, and Chazy leading 4-0.
So many times I've done that. No result.
Martin sends the ball forward. And it is Lauren. Trying to cut to the inside. Goes off of Osborne. Noah Martin will take the throw in for Chazy at the 4:20 mark. Martin throwing over to head of Lauren. Picked up by Dudiak. Dudiak taking it to the outside. Being defended well by Glover. And we're going to have a deep throw-in, I think. It's going to be a throw-in. And I guess not. It's going to be a goal kick. So we're under 4 minutes.
Drop off here.
Chazy will bring their record to 6-0-0 on the season.
Up, step up! Jordan, step
And the ball sent forward. Back there is Martin. He lets it go off the sideline. Noah Martin taking his time with the throw-in. Ball comes into play, trying to find Matt Parent. Aiden Huckrow is there, but it's cleared out by Osborne. Trying to find Murray to the far side onto the feet of Trombley. Trombley working his way down. Gets a shot off, but it goes off of Rattel. And that's going to be a corner kick for Seton. Now we're under 3 minutes. And it's actually a throw-in. I thought it was going to be a corner. Throw-in comes in. That's what the coach thought. That's what I thought. And there's the shot. Ball headed out by Martin, far side. Matt Parent, far side. Sending it forward. Trying to get another shot off is Seton. Cleared out by McCarthy. And that bounces over Jeremia. And Parent. Josiah Bouchard has Huckrow ahead of him. Back there defensively was Ovius. He goes to the far side, finds the feet of, I can't get that number over there, for Seton. And it was, Parent has it knocked away, picked up by Osborne. Parent comes over to defend. Heels it back to Martin. Martin sends it forward, and it's Huckrow. Huckrow looking to keep it in. He does, working his way down the sideline. Aiden Huckrow sends the shot forward toward the net. And coming on strong was Josiah Bouchard, but a nice play by Reed. So the ball cleared out, far side. And it goes out of bounds off of Ledoux. Throw in Chazy. It's McCarthy. Going down the line. Picked up by Dudiak. He sends the foul forward, trying to find Bouchard. Too far ahead of him, into the hands of Reed. So we're approaching 1 minute left in the game. High punt. And Dudiak trying to control. Controlled by Osborne. He sends it forward. Picked up by Connors. That's Tanner Connors. Trying to find Dudiak. Ball knocked to the near sideline. And it goes off of Glover. And Martin with the throw-in, coming down off the head of Dudiak. 25 seconds. Ball deflects off of Dudiak. Throw in for Osborne. Martin takes it off the foot of Blood. 12 seconds. He's going right down the line. So this game will officially come to an end. Jeez. And a collision right at the end. As Jack Sweet goes down. And this game comes to an end with Chazy winning this game 4-0, and that was pretty violent play at the end. Collision with no time left on the clock. Okay, so it is the 18th of September 2018 on this beautiful night for soccer at the George Brendler Field. Chazy beats Seton Catholic 4-0 as they extend their record to 6-0-0. And as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was and is in beautiful downtown Chazy.